Guys, this was the genesis of my problem in that husky. She now said, if I like, I should push down this system. I will push down this system that should give me 0. I will feed this husky that should give me 0. She now said, you better be calming down. If not, that's how you do and be getting low scores. Hello guys, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, if you're new here, hi, my name is Nexted. I create content involving my faith, lifestyle, nursing, and other good stuff in between. So guys, I was supposed to start this vlog yesterday, but yesterday was just not a good day to start a vlog. So this is just a vlog about my midwifery professional exam. I just finished writing my first paper, and I don't know, I guess it was okay, sha. Paper is on God basically. We can never ever fail. Jesus the same forever. Our Father.
That's good. Father in heaven, as we
We are victorious.
Yes, He has given us victory. Thank you, my Savior. Thank you, my dear Lord.
Hi guys. So we just got back to school, and this is some minutes to 9. So okay, we went to Elili today for our Oscar and our Viva, McDonald University, Port Harcourt, for our Oscar and our Viva, and we are just coming back to school, guys. Don't worry, I'll just tell about my experience today later. Hi guys, so this is some days after my examination. Yeah, so guys, let me just brief you guys about what happened. So in case you don't know, OSCE used to be 6 stations before. It used to be 12 stations before, 6 procedure stations and 6 question stations. So when council switched over to CBT, they have reduced it to 3 question station and 3 procedure station. Okay, so guys, luckily I started from a question station, which was good enough, at least so I thought. So I finished my question station. Actually, when I started the question sessions, at first I was anxious because I saw 20 questions. Like on a normal it used to be like 10 questions, but I saw 20 questions. And the way, I don't know, the timekeeper, I don't understand the type of wristwatch he was using, because I was at about a little bit away from 5 minutes, like almost 6 minutes, when he rang the warning bell to stop. Guys, I was like, Jesus Christ. And I don't think, I think I was just at about half of my question, so I just really had to hurry up, and thankfully I was able to finish the question station. So I went over to the other procedure. The other procedure had to do with bathing of the baby. And you guys know I shared a story time of how I used to have phobia for dolls. So immediately I go to that station, I don't know, it was just as if the phobia came back. Like it took me a whole while, like up to 2 minutes, or maybe very close to 2 minutes. Just imagine I had like 10 minutes, in fact less than 10 minutes, because basically the timekeeper's time was very fast. It will not even be up to 10 minutes before he rings the bell for you to go to another procedure. So basically I had less than 10 minutes, and then me taking a whole 2 minutes to just like try to calm myself down. Like guys, I did not understand where that phobia was coming from. Like it was as if I had to start all over again to tell like I started praying in my heart. I started coming against the spirit of fear, because I don't understand. Like I thought I had like past that stage. Thankfully, I was able to start the procedure, but immediately I hear, that's the thing, immediately I hear that warning bell, I become disorganized. Like I'm not disorganized, maybe disorganized is not the word. I become anxious, and then I start to flop. So I heard the warning bell again when I had not even done any, basically I had not even done anything. I don't think I had done anything when I heard the warning bell. Anyway, I just had to hurry up, and I don't know what I did in that procedure, to be sincere. But either ways, I finished. I went to the next question. I think that question was fair enough. It was okay. Then I went to the other procedure station. It was MVA. Guys, this was the genesis of my problem in that OSCE. The lady that was there, okay, she happened to be nice at first too, because she asked me, because immediately they rang the bell, immediately I came over to the station. So she asked me if I made sure to end my exam and then submit my question before that station. I was like, yes, I ended before they rang the bell. So I was like, maybe this one is nice. Before that time, okay, so my colleague that was at that station before I went, she collected serviette because she washed her hand and she took serviette. She washed her hand and she collected serviette to clean her hand. Someone else said, make sure you don't come and collect another serviette here, because it's 1 serviette per student. And I'm like, okay. The serviette was much. So I was like, okay, where is that coming from? Anyway, I continued with my question. So when I went to the station and she was like, are you sure you ended the exam? I was like, okay, maybe she's actually nice. So I started my procedure. So the first what's the word now, episode I had with the woman was when I was using, okay, so for vulvar swabbing, I'm a nursing student, so this is a procedure that needs, it requires 5 swabs to swab the vulva. So I had taken the first swab and I swabbed the first part of the vulva, the labia majora that was close to me. I looked at this woman's face and she looked displeased. I was like, okay, if it was maybe an examiner I knew, I would have just used this one swab to swab everything, to clean everything. But since this woman is looking like this, let me just use the 5 swabs. So I discarded that first one. I used the second one to swab the other labia majora. As I was about taking the third one, this man shouted, until you finish that swab, you will not rest. Guys, I'm sorry, Ma. I'm sorry. It was so, I don't know. It was so funny to me because this will be much. Like if all of us in other Oski station, including the McDonald's students, though the McDonald's students had another, their station was different from our station, but if all of us were to use those swabs, 5-5, to that still not finish, too much. I think until you finish the swab, you know, I say sorry, ma'am. So as I was trying to do the procedure, the trolley moved and hit the table. She now said, if I like, I should push down this system. I should push down this system. That should give me 0. I will feed this Oski. That should give me 0. I will see, and I will repair the system. I'm like, sorry, ma. And I locked the wheels of the trolley. So I think that was the another one that happened was that as I locked the wheel of the trolley, one syringe pack, an empty syringe pack, fell on the floor. Hey, this man said, I've fallen everything, all the instruments on the trolley on the floor for one syringe pack, empty one. So like, I'm sorry, ma. So I think I finished from that station and went to the next station. When I went to the next station, I don't even know what was wrong with me that time, but I was trying to input my exam number in the system, and I was tapping on the letter M. So it's not coming up. So I raised up my hand. My time was going now, so just anxiously raising up my hand. So the guy now came. Lately, the guy came behind me. I was like, oh, sorry, I forgot to put. I did not realize that the cursor was not at the bar of exam number. I put the cursor and typed my exam number. The man was not saying, don't mind this girl. That's how she came here and destroyed everything. She wanted to push down this laptop and scatter it and break it. That's how you would do. She just said, you better be coming down. If not, that's how you do and be getting low scores. Guys, maybe I just heard that low scores. I did not even know when I started tearing up. If I was not tearing up, I was crying. I was crying and answering all through that question station. All the questions that answered that question, I was crying. I said, why did you smart? Come on, why did you smart? Tell me I'll get low scores. I was just crying. And thank God I even cried at that moment too. Like, I know there are some Oskis that have come out from and I'm like, this thing is trash. But I don't think I've ever cried in any Oski exam in the exam hall. On this one, I assume I just said low scores. God, I was just crying. I was like, Jesus, God forbid, I cannot get low scores. I beg, I cannot afford to come and write this Oski again. It's not even possible, safe. It's too expensive. I finished crying now. I went to the last procedure station, which was bridge presentation. Supposed to deliver a baby that was in bridge presentation. So guys, believe me, I read this. In fact, that was before they took our phones away from us. That was the last thing I was reading. I read this thing. But already kind of unstable from the last procedure and from the question station I was coming from. It's like into the bridge presentation. It just felt like I was blank. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this? To be sincere, I don't know what I did in that procedure. You see, all my procedures for this Oski, I really don't know what I did. okay, actually in the examination hall, I thought I had done something for beating of the baby. And to be sincere, after my MVA station too, I thought, okay, at least I should get sufficient score in that MVA. But when the woman mentioned low scores, I had already counted the MVA out. So I was like hoping on the beating of the baby. My dearest guys, that's why I came out of the exam hall and I was hearing all the things we're supposed to do in the beating of the baby. I was like, you say, hey, guys, I did not do up to quarter. Like, I mean quarter of the things that I don't know. I don't know if all the things are in the marking scheme, but based on what I heard from my cousins, I did not do up to quarter of the things that these people were saying. I was like, God, oh, hey. So like at that point, I just wanted to just break down and start crying out my being. Well, I just kept reminding myself that there were so many times that I have done worse and God kept coming through for me. So that was the only reason that just kept me kind of sane, because I was very quiet that time and things that were just running through my mind, I was just like, Jesus. So that's how person just use and fail this exam. Anyway, I just kept on reminding myself of the different times God has come through for me, and that's actually the thing. I think I came across a passage in the Bible. I think it's in Matthew, in Matthew, when the disciples, they were complaining that there was no food. I can't really recall the complete story, but I think they were complaining that there was no food or something like that. And then Jesus was like, why do they have little faith? That have they forgotten that he fed the 4,000 with 7 loaves of bread and the 5,000 with 5 loaves of bread? That why didn't they just remember those times? And that was just what made me kind of sane. I was like, okay, God has come through for me in different times, like especially in my academics. God has come through for me numerous times. So I was just like, okay, God will do it, God will do it, God will do it. Then it was time for Viva. My Viva was going smoothly. They were asking me questions from my project work. I was just pouring back to back. The man asked me, what is the average weight gain in pregnancy? I told her 12.5 kg. She now asked me, how is it distributed? My dearest guys, that is when the problem occurred. Like, I was blank. I was first of all, I was trying to understand the question. Is it that how is the weight distributed like for the different parts of her body, or how is the weight gained throughout the period of pregnancy? I told her 0.9 kg per month. I just told her one nonsense like that, and the woman looked at me like I failed it, because I didn't even know the answer to that question. But anyways, next time I just said 0.9 kg, they rang bell, so I just ran out of the hall. So other times when my Oscar has been bad, my Viva will not be that bad. This time I don't know. This time it's just plainly on God. Like, of course, all my exams are always on. Everything about me is always on God. But this time, it's only God that can do this miracle for me. Anyway, guys, please, if you watch this video to this point, I don't even know if I would say enjoy this video. Yes, if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a massive thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, please subscribe to the channel. If you've been watching my videos and you're not subscribed to the channel, please now. Why now? You don't want us to grow in subscribers. We are on our way to, I don't want to call numbers, because all the times I've called numbers, people will end up going to unsubscribe to my channel, and that 2 times that thing has occurred. It made me really sad. So guys, I'm not calling numbers in this video. Just please can help me and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. I beg, put me in your prayers, please. Pray for me, yo. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.